"Oh," said Morrel, carried away by his friendship. "You do not know him, and I do. He is the most estimable, the most trustworthy creature in the world, and I will venture to say there's not a better seaman in all the merchant service. Oh, Monsieur de Villefort, I beseech your indulgence for him." Villefort, as we have seen, belonged to the aristocratic party at Marseilles, Morrel to the plebeian. The first was a royalist, the other suspected of Bonapartism. Villefort looked disdainfully at Morrel and replied coldly, "You are aware, monsieur, that a man may be estimable and trustworthy in private life, and the best seaman in the merchant service, and yet be, politically speaking, a great criminal. Is that not true?" The magistrate laid emphasis on these words, as if he wished to apply them to the owner himself, while his eyes seemed to plunge into the heart of one who, interceding for another, had himself need of indulgence. Morrel reddened, for his own conscience was not quite clear on politics. Besides, what Dante had told him of his interview with the Grand Marshal, and what the Emperor had said to him, embarrassed him. He replied, however, in a tone of deep interest, "I entreat you, Monsieur de Villefort, be, as you always are, kind and equitable, and give him back to us soon." This "give us" sounded revolutionary in the deputy's ears. Already, Villefort is just laying down the boundaries. He is wasting no time in saying, I will not be encouraged one way or the other in how to do my job. And Dumas, in his non-dialogue sections here, is reminding us how steadfast Villefort is. We saw in the last chapter that he's not even willing to bend at the pleas of his wife, or wife-to-be, his betrothed, as they call her. So why would he bend at Morrel's request here? Also, Dumas is posing us, in the non-dialogue sections here, the descriptions, the kind of internal monologue or guilt or fear each of these characters has of being found out for their past political affiliations or current political affiliations. Dumas is saying that Morrel is not quite sure that his conscience is clean regarding politics, and that it is playing, I think, this keep reminding ourselves of this world, this monarchy that they're living in, this monarchy of paranoia. You can't step out of line, you can't say the wrong thing, otherwise you yourself could be seen as a political dissident and arrested and potentially jailed. So Morrel is careful about what he's saying and how far he's willing to go for Dante. Instead of he switches course halfway through this, saying like, okay, clearly my defense of Dante isn't working on you, because Villefort shoots it down right away, saying he could be all those things, but also like he could still have shitty politics, right? Again, that's through the royalist point of view, not my point of view. But anyway, Morrel going, well, okay, that's not working. That's not going to get through to him. Let me plead to him as a human being, as he said he was going to do earlier. Like, this is a guy, like, he's got a heart. He's going to see the way to mercy. And when Morrel tries that tact, Villefort also kind of shoots him down. But I think the important thing, too, is that Dumas reminds us that Villefort has a father that has Bonapartist connections, and therefore he has to toe an even thinner line of, like, no, I will not do anything that is going to compromise me, especially in the king's eyes, because it's not just about me. If the king is discovered to have hired a Bonapartist, which he's not, but if there's any insinuation whatsoever, like, that can... My position here, again, I'm assuming Villefort's role here, my position here as king's attorney has much greater implications than just myself and my family. This can be huge. This can be revolutionary. And in fact, that very last line of Morrel pleading for Villefort, Villefort's inner monologue is like, give us, when Morrel is saying, give us back to him soon, Villefort is thinking, well, now that give us him back, that asking for Dante back is saying, do me a political favor and give me back my agent as soon as you can, which could be dangerous. I could see Morrel's hands being tied here, not being able to do much. But let's keep going. We're still early in Chapter 7. We got a lot to cover. I'll see you here tomorrow on the Countdown of Monte Cristo. Okay, bye! The Countdown of Monte Cristo is part of the Gruntwork Podcast Network. This show is produced, edited, and hosted by Landon Solano. The original text of The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas. Theme song by Magic Solo. If you want to support the show and others like it, visit patreon.com/gruntworkpod. Thank you for listening. See you tomorrow.